Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We were just working on getting it together to share a gratitude song with you all by Karen Drucker. And I have the YouTube version, Linda.
Okay.
So I mean, we can play that and people can experience that, and then we can learn how to sing it ourselves next time. Or,
Let's go for it. I'm sitting up.
okay, okay. Linda's sitting up. So we have a plan B if, things get wonko. So thank you, Linda. Thank you.
So this song is by Karen Drucker, um, who has written amazing, uplifting, positive songs. And she might even have a whole album called Gratitude. Um, but this song, uh, ever since our um, our whole series of teachings, uh, spoke with Megan just before the teachings, and she asked me if I would like to teach a song, and this one came into my head. So all the way through Master Way's teachings, this song has been going through my head, and it's just a gratitude song. So it's pretty simple. It has movements. I'm not going to try the movements today. um, it's just I'll teach it. We could then just do the whole thing through maybe twice or something for our happy quarter. So it goes like this. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. That repeats. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And then it goes back to the beginning. So, do you want to try it with me? And we'll just go through it a couple times and see if we get it.
Yeah, just why don't you sing it a couple times and we'll sing it with you on
Okay.
mute. And it's so fun having you lead because I actually get to sing.
Well, I get to sing too.
Yeah, yeah, no, you do. That's true, but I get to sing with you. All right, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Once more. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Back to the beginning. Gratitude before me. Gratitude behind me. Gratitude to the left of me. Gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me. Gratitude within me. Gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 One more time. Gratitude before me. gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Just that line. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all of you. I feel better already.
Thank you, Linda.
Mm.
Yay, you're all healed. Thank you so much for sharing that beautiful song with us. I'll just invite all of you to close your eyes for a minute and just feel the beautiful vibrations that we've created all around us from this beautiful, simple, and profound song. Feeling the harmonious reverberations all around us, allowing them to swirl and harmonize through your whole body, harmonizing to the vibration of gratitude, which is our practice this month. Allowing these vibrations of harmony to flow through your body with the breath, up and down, in and out. Tuning ourselves to the harmony of gratitude. Allowing the gratitude to enter deep within our hearts. Just noticing what happens when we bathe our hearts with this gratitude. Allowing your baby heart to gently open and unfurl and play with all of the baby hearts in our classroom. Remembering that this practice of ours is first and foremost fun and playful, not serious. Feel the smile on your face. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, transformed. Thank you again, Linda. And thank you, Karen Drucker, for that beautiful song. So, yes, our practice is gratitude this month. And I'd just like to open the floor up to anyone if you have anything to share about your journeys with gratitude. Sometimes it can be hard to find, sometimes it can be easy, sometimes not. And how the practice is going with bringing gratitude into everything, especially the hardest moments. I think that's mostly what Teacher Way is asking us to do, is to find gratitude, especially in the things we don't like. We'll be practicing his formal meditation later, but yeah, if anyone has anything to share, or if anyone would just like to express gratitude, like for whatever you can, whatever your grateful for this morning, like breathing. Oh, Peggy, go ahead.
Do you want to hear a funny thing?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is sort of back in the happy quarter. When my kids were little, my boys were little, every night before we go to bed, we'd all say what we were grateful for that day. And usually, almost always, it was mommy or daddy or sunshine or something. And then one night, my youngest son said he was so grateful for Lee press on nails. And I decided that's Probably this little kid's watching too much television because that I don't know if you guys are young and old enough to remember Lee Press on nails, but there used to be a commercial. But anyway, my children taught me more about gratitude than anybody, even for Lee Press on nails. So there's your funny for the morning.
Howla. I do remember Lee Press on nails. And hey, why not? I think that's our homework. We're supposed to be grateful for everything. So they have brought goodness to the world. Beautiful. Howla. Thank you, Peggy.
I have two very 3D life gratitudes this morning. My first one was that I came on just barely on time or a little hair late this morning, and I was feeling lost, and I had such gratitude to you, Irene, for making them say who the song was by, because I was so lost. They're sitting talking about this wonderful song. I'm thinking, what have I missed? It's only been 30 seconds. So that was this morning's gratitude. Yesterday, when I was going through stuff in my room, my second gratitude was that as I was looking at books that I might be ready to let go of, I found a gratitude journal that had been my mom's that she never wrote in. That was all the days of the year, but apparently had been a gift probably for Christmas from one of her kids. So I have set that aside, and starting the beginning of the year, I get to write in my mom's gratitude journal for the year. So, and which is such a gift because she was one of the people in the gratitude practice with Teacher Way last week.
Thank you, Angie. That is cosmically beautiful. Yeah, you and your mom get to do that together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Howla. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
I put the name of this, or I put the artist, Karen Drucker, in the chat and a YouTube video of the song that we learned this morning. So now you can rock out to it today. Thanks, Angie.
I'll share. I want to thank Angie for sharing about the journal. I'm excited to hear how that unfolds through the year. That's powerful. Also, Peggy's story reminded me of our nephew. When he was little, we used to say 3 highlights around the dinner table. So 3 things we were happy about, grateful for, and we would go around and everyone would say them. And then after everyone finished, the first time we had done this, he says to us all, okay, now what about the low lights? So we had all of these like high happy moments, and he's like, now we gotta say all the things he said that we're not grateful for. And we were like, oh, we hadn't thought of that. It's like you share all of these gratitudes, and then okay, now the 3 things that irked me today are and it was just such, I don't know, it was powerful wisdom, and he was so excited. And it reminded me of what Megan reminded us about finding gratitude in the hardest moments. So holding both like our highlights, our lowlights in that same, thankful atmosphere of the dinner table. So thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Howla. Children are the best teachers. Yeah. It's interesting. It's felt very important this month to be grateful for the lowlights. Is that what he called them? The low. But it's, it feels like we can work with the lowlights in many different ways, right? We can work with them by, just, bringing in good information, moving our bodies, and kind of trying to infuse them with happiness. We can also work with them just by totally being present with them, just completely feeling them and not judging them, and just feeling into that, like, it's so bad that it's good kind, like they do help us feel alive, right? I mean, this is the stuff of being in a body and on earth, and not pretty things happen. So just celebrating them also. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. High level practice. Yeah, Elizabeth.
I've been going into those difficult places and finding gratitude in them, as he suggested. And one of the things that's surprisingly coming up for me is I'm grateful for the transformation from, I used to just, if I received criticism, like I received some criticism for a class that I taught, an art class. And at first I was really upset about it. And then I started using the gratitude practice. And I thought, instead of, getting defensive, or which is my usual practice, or getting angry, I was grateful because it forced me to really look at the class and what my teaching practices were. And I came out on the other side with strength and thinking, no, I'm not going to just, say, oh, okay, this person didn't like the class. I'm going to look at the strengths of the class and actually stand up for myself, which um, was really an unexpected outcome, and say, no, I've really analyzed this. And I think these aspects were very strongly presented. And it's just really new for me. And I'm grateful because before this gratitude practice thing, I probably wouldn't have done it. I probably would have just said, oh, okay, it was a flaw or something. But honestly, looking at it and coming up with, oh, this is what really happened, and these are my teaching strengths, and standing up for that was new, and I'm really grateful. So thought I'd just share that.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. That's beautiful. So you went into the gratitude practice with this situation, and what came out was more confidence in yourself. Is that right? I mean, it's so beautiful, right? So it's like these things that challenge us, sometimes they're coming to remind us of our own strength and capability. And the gratitude that came out feels like it's for your strength and capabilities. That's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Hala.
Yeah, it's for recognizing them too, not um I not discounting anything, but looking at everything in its truth. And yeah, being grateful for being able to see those strengths and standing up for, what happened, instead of, I don't know, not doing that.
Yeah, listening to your own inner guidance and having confidence that what you're offering is exactly what needs to be offered. And that's so hard as a teacher, right? Because there will always be someone who doesn't like something about what we do. Always, and that's okay, right? We're not supposed to be the teacher for everyone, right? Some people vibrate with what we're doing and some don't. So hala. It just, to me, it feels like you claiming your energetic sovereignty. So yeah, thank you. Hala. Beautiful.
Elizabeth, I want to really thank you for sharing that, because a couple of us talked about struggling with being, when Teacher Wei was talking about appreciating the people who have triggered us and being grateful for them. And as I was kind of doing that, as he was doing the practice the first time, and I was kind of in two states with it. One was closer to Mingjue and the other was, what do you mean? You know what they did? This typical reference framework from me. And when I finally got it, I realized that what he is saying is exactly what you just said. When we sit with it, it forces us to look at something we don't want to see. And totally aside from what it was or what somebody did, that being forced to look at what we would rather not see is what drives us into being seekers. And that's what I felt like was his message that day. And I thank you for bringing that here so clearly.
Thank you, Angie. Hala. Yeah, there's an incredible amount of energy hidden behind and around our triggers. Incredible amount of power and courage and self-confidence and trust. It's just we got to get past the triggers, and that's, well, we don't have to get through them all today. But there's a lot of energy there, a lot of vitality. Yeah, thank you. Go ahead, Irene.
I like hanging on to some of my triggers. That's really the message I keep getting. Like I'm really like hanging on. It's also because what I know, right? So it's really interesting this last module. It was like that struggle of like let it go. Mm, mm. I want to be right. I want to be right. I want justification. I want to be just all that stuff that my whole life has really blocked me in doing in getting the confidence and loving myself and all that stuff. It's like I used it instead of power, like Angie and Elizabeth say, I used it as a weapon against myself. It was like, so I think it's a process as Teacher Way says. And yeah, there are things still triggers in my life that are still holding on, and they're layers, right? Again, you let go of it a little bit and you think okay, I'm good with this, and then you see something on the news and maybe you read something and you're like, no, I know, I feel that, you're right there again. And so it's just this constant lesson in awakenings, and the fact that I'm awakening to them and trust and learning to trust because of all of you and working at trusting that. But a situation happened this weekend with a family members, and one of my sisters who doesn't like me, I guess, for many reasons, but I don't know. It's not my stuff. It's not mine, but I've taken it on for many years and allowed a lot of stuff. And I got a little triggered this weekend, and she wasn't even there. She didn't even show up to an event that we were all supposed to be at and agreed to be at. And that was my trigger, right? And it was like I was at fault, blah, 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 all this stuff. But then I was driving home and I just had this feeling of gratitude of like, I was grateful for not reverting back 100% to that little kid, the victim, all that stuff. And I say thank you to this community for that and what we're learning, because it's so easy to just, go back, and I'm like, and want that justification, want to be right, want people to be, I've often felt like I was a cellophane man. I don't know if you know who that is, but in Chicago, the musical Chicago, there's this guy and he sings a song called I'm the Cellophane Man, and you could walk right through me, all that stuff. And you never heard, never seen. And that was me in my large family of 9. I felt like I was never heard. So I'm like now have a voice that I want to be heard, and I wanted to, and then I realized like I don't want to be angry anymore. I don't, I want serenity. I want peace. I'd rather have serenity than be right. And that's really the message that keeps coming up for me. Even though I still struggle with that. It's not easy. This isn't easy stuff, what we're doing. It's not easy. But we have tools and we have each other in support and trust. And the more we build confidence, is really an important thing, right? Confidence builds trust and da 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 da. So anyway, thank you. I love you guys. So grateful for this space. Hola.
Hola, love you, Irene. And hey, we're noticing here, we're just noticing, we're actually not judging. So you started your share with you notice all these things, but part of you likes them and doesn't want to let them go. Hola, whatever. I mean, seriously, keep on noticing them and maybe feel into that part of you that likes them. Just feel and let yourself, why not? Let yourself like them. Let yourself feel all the aspects, enjoy them. who knows? I mean, like you said, this is a long process. Maybe part of the process for some of us, I've been through this myself, is just to like enjoy liking these things that we know are like a little self-destructive, but hella, like if, you know, they're still here, so they're maybe still serving some kind of purpose. Who even knows? This is like way more complicated than our little puny brains can understand. And there's, you know, again, no judgment. It's all good. It's just noticing. We're just trying to be more aware. Um, and then from there, dot, 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 transformation. So you're on the path. Howla. Thank you. We're all on the path with you. So with our own stuff. Does anything else want to be vocalized this morning? I feel like we can have these aha moments and breakthroughs in our practice, but it's not really until we say it out loud that it really like clicks. So if there's anything that needs to be said out loud so you can complete your transformation process, as we've been doing this morning for a lot of people, then we're here to listen. Yeah, Tracy.
This is difficult. My heart is just broken today. And I'm having difficulty being grateful for a broken heart. I know it's here for a reason, but it's really hard right now because there's so much pain and I don't know when it's going to stop. So it's hard to be grateful for so much pain. I'm just being honest with you all. And so it's just good to be here. I'm grateful to be here. And I'm really struggling every day. This past, I had a session with Teacher Wei last night, and it was totally different from what I thought it was going to be. And I don't know, I guess I'm going to be honest, I was a little disappointed because I thought he would focus on removing some blocks, but I don't know what he did. But, you know, I mean, he gave me some instruction on what to work on, but I'm just like, I feel so lost. I just feel lost. And I'm reaching out to you guys.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you for your honesty. We can hold it all. And sometimes part of the process is being lost, like, or even walking blind, right? Sometimes we don't get to see what's going on.
Yeah, I just don't see what's going on right now. You know, it's like I'm barely hanging on, and it's like all I want is this part of me that was so hurt by this trauma is just to be held, and I can't get enough of it, you know? I just can't get enough of it.
Well, you don't have, oh, go ahead.
I'm just grateful for being held by you all this morning.
Yeah, you don't have to be you don't have to be grateful for the pain if you can't get there right now. It's okay. Yeah, you titrate what is doable for you today, and you found one thing to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, and the song too. I do know that artist, and so I will thank you so much, Linda, because I will sing that song today to myself. That was a gift as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, and thanks for reminding us of this really important part of the path, which again can be despair and can be struggle with the practice and can be not knowing, having no clue where you are.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's it. That's it. Megan, is I really don't know where I am right now.
We are not alone in the darkness. And remember that the darkness is also the pregnant void. Yeah. And the darkness is, oh, go ahead, Steph.
I was, I, I feel like these sharings are our practice today. It's like such a privilege to be in a group where people are vulnerable and authentic with each other. I have been struggling the last couple of weeks too, in a way that I haven't struggled in, I don't remember the last time, with the ebbs and the flows and the depths of despair. I can relate to what you're saying, to what so many people have shared. One thing that has come up for me is trust and feeling like my broken heart is a hole where there's a seed that's going to germinate when the time is right. And I just keep holding on to that metaphor that it's space that's opening for something new to come through. And I do know that the energy is going to be shifting on Saturday. A whole new energy is coming in for the next 28 days that I'm really hopeful about. But I'm going to share this because it might resonate with someone else. The Center for Sacred Studies had an auction last month, and there was a person on there that I had never heard of, and I don't remember bidding on her offering, but she's from New Zealand, and her name is Kalar, the space yogi, and she channels these cosmic beings. And again, I don't remember bidding on this at all, but I got an email that I won a session with her. So clearly I was meant to have one. So I had it with her. And one of the things she said to me is, when are you going to stop finding so many creative ways to punish yourself? And it really resonated, and it was hard to hear. And since then, I've been looking at it and I'm like, wow, I seem to write myself into stories. Some of them have nothing to do with me as the villain or the person that didn't do something that should have done. Just weird things like that are hard to see in myself. And so I'm asking myself many of the questions that people have said today, like, I'm aware of it now. How does that serve me? Well, it doesn't serve me. How am I gonna, let that go? And these raising my vibration with gratitude just for the awareness that I have had that pattern for 59 years now, and that I intend to live the rest of my life without it, when, is something I'm grateful for, and just being able to share with you guys. So thank you for this beautiful practice and the deep sharings. They've all meant a lot to me.
Howla, Steph. Howla, Tracy. Bless your beautiful baby hearts. Yeah, it is one of the most heartbreaking things to realize, which is why we often hide it from ourselves, to realize how much we punish ourselves, how hard we are on ourselves. It's not our fault, right? This is deep societal programming. But I know when I've gotten that glimpse to see myself through someone else's eyes, and I see how hard I am on myself, it's the most heartbreaking thing of all to realize. Because we're all innocent. We are all infinitely innocent, infinitely beautiful, infinitely loved by the universe, by everything, by everyone that's around us, right? Yeah, these patterns are strong. Howla, thanks for breaking them a little bit more for us today. Madeline, did you want to share, love?
Yes, and I too want to express a deep gratitude for everything that everyone has said, which I can absolutely relate to, and also, as has been said, the deeply authentic, courageous sharings have really inspired me. And I feel I've been really what having a difficult relationship with gratitude. Let's put it that way. And the ongoing sort of picture is my husband has a chronic disease and has been deteriorating a bit recently. Well, not a bit, a lot. And although I have felt I've been able to, in many ways, be with it, in a way that I could not have before because of all the teachings and all the ways I've learned to respond to difficulty. Yesterday, I just lost every awareness I'd ever had and just felt miserable and deeply ungrateful, and struggle with I cannot feel grateful for what is going on, for his suffering, for my suffering, and felt really pretty sorry for myself. And then I got up today deciding I was not going to continue that, that pattern, but I felt really upset with myself for having been that way yesterday. So, so it was sort of, I felt like I was punishing myself for, what was just part of my process, I guess, and part of the journey that I'm on. And I'm not, as I said yes, I think the other day, I'm not grateful that this is going on, but I am grateful for some of the lessons I'm learning. So, so that's where I am. I just, it's sometimes very hard for me to talk, and I'm grateful to myself for sharing right now, and grateful to you all for listening.
Holla. Yeah, we're all grateful that you talked also, Madeline. Because you said it. You said exactly what we've been dancing around all morning, which is that this is a very hard practice that most of us can't do most of the time. I have a very difficult relationship with gratitude also, and that doesn't make me a bad person. And the practice, as I understand it, isn't that we have to feel gratitude for everything. That's totally unreasonable. As I understand it, it's we conjure gratitude and then we bring up the thing and we see what happens when they hang out next to each other. We can't force this stuff. And like you brought up, if we do, then we only end up being hard on ourselves. And that's not our practice ever. We just notice what's going on. That is our practice. Our practice is not to judge. We don't have to do it. We don't have to look like the perfect sage in peace all the time that's always saying the right thing and always being nice to everyone. That's a bunch of crap, right? That's not real. We're just supposed to notice. And then the magic happens on its own. It's not forced. It's maybe transformation. I don't know, but it's acceptance. It's just acceptance. It's noticing, it's being aware, it's seeing through it, and then maybe bringing in some cool, harmonious energy fields, and then seeing what happens. And loving ourselves unconditionally, no matter what. Even if we're mean to somebody and grumpy and not feeling grateful and in pain, and that's real. That's like what being in a body is about. And maybe we can find gratitude for being in a body and being able to feel these terrible things. That's cool. That's where I've been recently, frankly, is just trying to find the like joy and these like difficult feelings, because you're so alive. It's so soulful, right? It's like those blues songs, right? Where you're like, and then my truck died and my woman left me and the dog died, whatever, I don't know, all this bad stuff happened, right? It's like, yeah, I'm alive. Like you can't experience that stuff if you're not alive. And we're all in it. We're all experiencing it together. So there's catharsis in that, right? Yeah. So we're not here upholding impossible standards for ourselves. That's not our practice ever. Yeah. Love you guys. Thank you. Yeah, Pamela.
Hi. I've been having a lot of trouble with this gratitude thing. And yesterday I was in a particularly dark frame of mind. And it was the day I was supposed to do a gratitude ceremony with a candle for a family member who probably wishes I would just die. That's how they feel about me. But when Steph and I were in Guatemala recently, I was instructed I had to do this every 20 days. So I sat down with a candle, I did it, and I'd like to say I felt better afterwards, but I felt even worse. Like the blackness was coming in. So I blew out the candle and I went for a hike. And by the time I went to bed, I was like, something's beginning to shift a little bit. I don't know if it's shifting with that person, but something within me was starting to shift. So it was like faking it till I make it type thing. But yes, I struggle with this gratitude as well.
Thank you, Pamela. Yeah, thanks for sharing your practice. Hala. And again, this is just about we're playing around and we're noticing. And our healing, our transformation is not a logical linear path. So it will not look the way it should look. It'll be all wonko and serpentine and who knows, and things will get way worse before they get better. And like you said, you're focusing on this one friend. Well, maybe a bunch of stuff with something that you thought was totally unrelated needs to shift first for you before you can. I mean, who even knows? The field knows, though, right? The Mingjue field knows. So yeah, noticing, trusting, and showing up. I love how you're showing up every day, right? Even if it makes it worse, even if you don't like it, you're going to show up and light that goddamn candle every day and see what happens. Report back, would you, at the end of your let us know. Because that's the other thing, right? Like we go on these journeys, we have these devotions, and there's ups and downs, and we think it's working or not working or whatever. But like, the container, we set these containers for ourselves. So you have to like see it to the end. So let us know, and then maybe you can inspire us. Thank you. Hala. Any other truth bombs that need to
Cecile,
explode? Oh, Cecile, go ahead.
Hello. Um, I don't always show up for myself or for this community. And that isn't even what I was going to talk about. But what I want to say is thank you to everybody for this deep sharing. It's helped me to get into touch with the biggest thing that I have been ungrateful for, which has been cancer. And I still have these 3 cells in my body that are growing again. And I'm trying to face my fear of treatment again. It does so many things to your body that just are so difficult. I'm sorry, I'm not a good crier. I'm not a crier that can talk well. And yet it's still a few weeks away before the next test, and a few weeks after that for the next CT or the next decision. It's just that waiting game is really hard. And so I haven't told any of my friends or family except for my wife. Sorry. And so here I am in complete vulnerability, sharing this when I don't want to. I just want it to be gone. I'm not in pain or anything, just pain with the process, I guess, with finding the gratefulness. And when Tracy was talking, I was thinking about when I was with Ming Tom and he first started talking about this ocean of chi. And I kept seeing myself as this little person bobbing around in the ocean all by myself. And then I got the idea that this community is all in this ocean of chi with me. And so I thought about when I was a little girl at the swimming pool, we would go down on the bottom and have tea parties. So I started seeing myself having tea parties with people that I've never met. And then I started seeing us doing flips and turning and cheering for each other and just feeling this deep connection that I never understood that that was available and out there for me. And I I forget sometimes and I isolate myself because because I get afraid of ugly sharing face with how how I hold on to it so hard, this fear and ungratefulness. But I feel like today has been the key that is opening the lock in my heart. So again, thank you.
Thank you, Cecile. Cecile, you are so beautiful. We can all see it, that truth that you shared, the truth that's in your heart this morning. It's the most beautiful thing. And you're always here with us. Cecile, I am you and you are me, and we are you and you are we. And we are together in that ocean, but we are also the ocean, all of us, right? The depths of our connection is so deep and so intimate. And this road that you are on is a challenge. We can feel that. Thank you for being on that road for us all. I don't know why you need to be on that road. It makes no sense. Thank you for sharing it with us. We need you.
We love you, Cecile. We love you.
Yeah, no matter what happens, we love you. Yeah, the roads that we walk in our lives are not just for us, they're for each other. I don't know why. I just know that that's true. I don't get it. It doesn't seem fair sometimes, but we walk them for each other. And I'm just really feeling gratitude for you, Cecile, and I don't understand why. So, well, I do because you're amazing and I love you, but also like, right, gratitude's so funny, right? It just shows up at these weird times for these things. Like I'm having trouble being grateful for the things I should be grateful for. Yeah. Anyway, there it is. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of grateful for all of your paths and how all of our paths are intertwining. And there's deep meaning in that, and I can't say why, but there's a deep meaning, a deep purpose that we're all living. How Well, our field is strong now. So maybe we can give it a go, this gratitude practice of ours. Formal one, at least. We've been practicing for 50 minutes already. but I think we needed this warm up, so it's exactly perfect. So I'll invite you all to find a comfortable seated position, or you can lay down. Comfortable is the key. Closing your eyes and tuning into what's going on in your body and what your body needs. Shifting a bit, moving the shoulders, finding that comfortable seat. Maybe straightening the spine a little if that feels good, but really just finding what feels comfortable. Feeling your feet on the ground and really allowing the earth to rise up and meet you. Feeling that support of Mother Earth. Remembering that the earth is our primary mother. We have biological mothers, we have all sorts of mothering figures in our lives, but the earth is our steadfast mother. Her energy is always there to support us. So just lean on that support. Allow Earth's energy to flood your body. And allow yourself to release anything that needs to be released to the earth before we start deepening into our practice. Anything that needs to be released from your day, from our morning practice and shares, just anything that needs to be released. Just know that the earth gladly accepts everything. She accepts all of our burdens, all of our fears, all of our worries, all of our regrets. Just let the earth have them. And then notice the beautiful aperture at the top of your head and allow yourself to open to receive the blessings of the universe. Blessings of Huanyan Qi. Allow yourself to receive the blessings of Huanyan Qi, all the light, all the healing, remembering that you're receiving these blessings not just for yourself, but for all of us. Allow yourself to receive these blessings. Allow yourself to be a conduit between heaven and earth. And now notice your observer observing itself. Notice the center of your head. Allow yourself to deepen into your perceptive mind. This wise and vast and infinite mind. You can repeat the end sound if that's supportive, either out loud or silently to yourself. Just allow yourself to deepen into this beautiful sea of consciousness. Allowing yourself to simultaneously be a drop of water in this sea of consciousness and also to be the entire ocean. Noticing your consciousness expanding out, filling up the entire universe, allowing yourself to become vast, merging even more completely with each other, with all of creation. Merging with the goodness that is all of creation. And then consciously connecting with our Mingjue field of teachers and healers, all wisdom keepers, all those dedicated to love, dedicated to the benefit of all beings. Becoming the Mingjue entirety, harmonizing with the Mingjue entirety. And then allowing your attention to drop into your body, dropping down, your attention dropping down into Mingmen Inner Palace, into the sacral center. Allowing your pure consciousness to rest in your sacral center. Just noticing. We're just bringing our attention into our sacral center. We're not forcing anything. We're just noticing what's happening. Breathing into Mingmen Inner Palace. And deep within this dark void, this pregnant void of Mingmen Inner Palace, deep, deep within, we are going to plant a small and precious seed of gratitude. We are just planting a seed in Mingmen Inner Palace of gratitude. Breathing into Mingmen Inner Palace, just noticing this precious seed. Noticing a small light emanating from this seed of gratitude. And as this small light slowly but surely grows, you can say to yourself, say to the seed, you can even sing it to the seed, I am Mingjue gratitude. I am Mingjue gratitude. I am Mingjue gratitude. Noticing this seed growing, this light expanding, expanding. You're just noticing this light expanding through your abdomen. I am Mingjue gratitude. The light expands, encompasses more of your body, filling the legs, the hips, filling the lower back. This light expanding. I am Mingjue gratitude. Filling your chest, expanding this light. I am Mingjue gratitude. This light expanding, encompassing your shoulders, growing, filling the neck and head, expanding. This light filling your whole body. I am Mingjue gratitude. Again, not forcing anything, just noticing. Just noticing yourself filled with the light and the harmony of Mingjue gratitude. Breathing into lower dantian. Allowing yourself to be filled with the grace of Mingjue gratitude. And just trusting this cohesive field. Feeling into this cohesive field. It's very strong now. And just trusting it. Trusting that there's really not much more for you to do other than allowing this field to grow and move through you, this field of Mingjue gratitude. You are Mingjue gratitude. So now I'll invite you. You can either just sit here and witness being in this field, which is enough, or if you would like to play with it a little more, I'll just invite you to allow your hands to raise up and come to a comfortable place in front of your body. And we'll just practice open closed in this potent field of Mingjue gratitude. So allowing your hands to hold a precious chi ball, and then moving your hands open and closed. Moving from the elbows allowing this beautiful field of Mingjue gratitude to open and expand, merge with the entire universe. And then to close and draw in, merging deeply with your physical form. Just opening and closing. My hands are roughly in front of Huanyan Palace, which feels right to me, but wherever it feels right to you, to bring in this Mingjue gratitude a little deeper. And we're just holding the intention of infusing this vibration of gratitude into everything that we are, everything that we do, everything that we think, everything that we encounter. I actually feel like there's no reason to bring up any particular situation that any of us might be dealing with right now. We're really just infusing everything with this. And then we'll see what else may come today and in the future. This is a gentle way of working with gratitude so that we don't have to force. And we don't have to encounter anything specifically. We can just work with gratitude as a vibration, as a consciousness field that we know is deeply healing and we know is key to physical manifestation. Just working with this field of gratitude, opening and closing. Trusting that the medicine of gratitude is going exactly where it needs to go. And then if you wish, you can join me in singing the beautiful gratitude song that Linda taught us today. We'll see if I remember it, but it doesn't matter. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude all around me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Coming to a pause with your open and close, and then lifting your precious chi ball up over your head, stretching up, offering the beautiful vibration of our gratitude practice up to the universe. This is our gift to the universe. We are offering it freely from our hearts. This is our offering to the universe. Breathing in, feeling our offering lovingly received by the universe, by the benevolent universe that we live in. And then pouring chi down, feeling the reciprocity of the universe flowing into us through the top of our heads, receiving. Maybe feeling gratitude for just being in this beautiful sacred reciprocity with all of creation and all of existence. That's all we really want anyway, right? To be in this beautiful sacred relationship with all things. Allowing the energy to flow down through your body. And then bringing hands to rest over the navel, stacked on top of each other, closing practice. Noticing what you're feeling. It doesn't have to be gratitude, but if it is, noticing that. Maybe you're just feeling a little more alive, and that's perfect. And then opening your eyes when you're ready. Howla, beautiful ones. Thank you for this beautiful alchemical practice, for bringing all the true things so that we could transmute some of the heaviness flowing through the land. Love you all.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
so much.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you.
What a gift.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Healing session.
Thank you so
Love you,
much.
Tracy.
Love you. Thank you, Irene.
You love us all.
Love
Paula.
everybody.
Love the one you're with.
And that would be moi. That's good, Irene. I like that. That's a message to take home.
Yes.
Ciao.
Ciao. See you next time.
Bye.
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 Beautiful.
Lovely, lovely gift from
Yes.
all of us to all of us.